You ever wonder why some tech companies, even with these brilliant, world-changing ideas, they fizzle out? It almost always comes down to one single critical role: the person who connects that huge vision to the actual code. And that's what we're digging into today, looking at the career of C B Mishra, a leader who works right at that crucial intersection.
Just think about that for a second. We've all seen it happen, right? A game-changing concept gets completely bogged down in development hell. It never becomes a real, successful product that people can actually use. So what's the missing piece?
It's this. It's all about the bridge. It's that rare, almost magical ability to translate what's being said in a boardroom into a concrete technical roadmap, and then, actually lead a team to build the thing. This is exactly the world C B Mishra lives in.
So what in the world is a strategic technical project manager, or a TPM? Well, instead of giving you some dry textbook definition, let's just start with the impact. Let's talk numbers.
Okay, first up, more than 7 years of hands-on experience directing the entire software development lifecycle. We're talking end-to-end, soup-to-nuts ownership.
And this isn't ownership of some small side project. We're talking about leading cross-functional squads of over 40 people: engineers, designers, QA pros, the whole shebang. This is not small-scale stuff.
He's applied this kind of leadership across more than 15 different global enterprise clients. That proves he can jump into completely different markets and tackle totally unique challenges.
And the result of all this? Get this, a 35% reduction in development cycle times. Now, that's not just about finishing projects a little faster. It's about fundamentally re-engineering the process so the entire engine runs more efficiently. That's a huge deal.
So how does he actually pull off results like that? Well, that brings us right into Section 2, the Transformation Toolkit. Here, we're going to break down his core capabilities.
Here it is, defined in his own words. And you see that key phrase again: bridges business strategy and technical execution. He's not just a project manager who checks boxes. No, he's a translator, making absolutely sure the C-suite's big picture goals don't get lost on their way down to the engineering team.
This table really lays out his whole toolkit. And just look at the range here. It goes from super high-level strategy, like guiding a business from a simple idea all the way to market dominance, down to the really nitty-gritty technical work of designing complex APIs. He's just as comfortable with massive ERP rollouts as he is with leading large teams, and maybe most importantly, owning that critical 0-to-1 journey from a concept to a real, launchable product.
All right, so we've seen what he can do, but how did he build up these capabilities? That's what Section 3 is all about, the track record. A decade of proven delivery. You can see a really clear story in his career path. It shows this very deliberate progression. He started with hands-on technical work and product ownership, then moved into independent consulting to really widen his strategic view. And that all led to where he is today, operating as a full-on strategic TPM, leading these huge enterprise projects. But here's what's really striking: the sheer breadth of the projects he's worked on. I mean, we're talking about everything from complex manufacturing and solar ERPs to sleek fintech banking apps, from industrial IoT platforms to health tech SaaS products that integrate with Google Fit. That kind of versatility, to be able to jump between industries like that, is incredibly rare.
Okay, for our final section, let's shift gears a little. Let's move from what he does to how he thinks. It's time to understand the strategist's mindset.
This right here, this is a title from one of his own articles, and it perfectly captures his entire philosophy. He gets that success isn't just about writing clean code. It's about the deep foundational strategy, the requirements gathering, and all the planning that has to happen long before a single developer even opens their laptop. And that really brings us to the bottom line. This is the ultimate takeaway. You don't hire someone like C B Mishra to just manage a timeline and a budget. You bring him in as a genuine strategic partner to fundamentally transform your IT operations to make sure your technology is a direct driver of your business's success. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about for your own organization. Ask yourself, is your business strategy truly and seamlessly connected to your technical execution? Because if there's any gap in there at all, well, that's where value, time, and a whole lot of money get lost.